Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel.
How are you guys?
I put on Instagram the other day that we would do a little Q&A and kind of just introducing ourselves of who we are, because a lot of people in the BoxyCharm comments were just like, these are just regular people. And so we just want to tell you a little bit about ourselves.
We are really regular, honestly. We work full-time jobs. We have kids, we have family, and we'll go into more depth of who we are and what we do. But the whole video and experience we'll get to. We have questions from different people, and we'll get to them. But here's who we are. So here's one right off the bat. Somebody asked, where did you guys meet? Go ahead.
We met at church. We go to church in Corona, California. And so we met there. We've known each other for a long time. I was never really interested.
She wasn't.
Until certain...
No, wait, hold up. She said I look like a catfish initially. She told me, ew, you're ugly. You look like a catfish. Because I used to have this little beard and this little mustache.
I did not say he was ugly. I never said he was ugly. Just...
A catfish is ugly. So, where did we meet? We met at church. I actually met my wife. Well, then I met her when she was in 4th grade. I was in, obviously, 3rd. So, my son's in 3rd and he's 9. So, I think I met my wife around the age of 9 or 10. Obviously, we're 30 now. So, I've known her majority of my whole life, and it's interesting. But that's where we met. We met in Corona, California at our church, Covenant Life. We still presently go there. So, if you're ever in town, stop by. You can see us. Where are you guys from? I am from Riverside. We live in Riverside.
We live in Riverside, California.
Home of Castle Park, the Galleria. So our third question, how long have you guys been together? Not long enough.
This August we'll be married for 10 years. In May it will be 13 years we've been together. So
yeah,
long time.
I was 16 when we started dating.
Yes.
I was 16 when we started dating. My mom had some crazy rules. She's like, you're not allowed to date till you're 18. You can afford a girlfriend. So we were officially dating at 18. So that was 12 years ago. But we were like talking, passing letters at that time because there was no texting. There was no call. Well, I mean, we had phones, but like cell phones. We didn't have no cell phones. So we used to write letters. It was crazy. We were in school because we went to a private school together. And we used to have this book. It was a green little spiral notebook. And I would write her a letter. She'd take it home, respond to it, bring it back, and we'd go back and forth day in, day out, writing letters. That's how long we've been together. Letters. How many kids do you guys have? Like 7? No.
We have 2 boys.
We have 2 boys. We have Jaden Jacob Valencia, and we have James Joseph Valencia. Jaden's our older son. He's 9. We just celebrated his birthday recently, and then James is 7, turning 8 this year. So we have 2 boys there. Baseball, basketball, sports fans. So the typical mom and dad life of living at the park and going back and forth to practices and having them involved in church and all that. Yeah, we have 2 kids. And so the next question, so I don't know where you guys get these questions from, is do you guys plan on having more kids? It's an on and off thing.
Yeah, it's sometimes it's yes, sometimes it's no. My boys
it's more no from her. I would love a daughter.
My boys are pretty independent. They're really good kids, and I don't know if I want to start over.
Yeah, because they make their own sandwiches now. If they're hungry, they'll climb on the cabinet and they'll make their own cereals. So like they're pretty easy. Like right now, they're probably in the room somewhere doing something, eating.
Oh my gosh.
But I would love to have a daughter. The work of having to stay up and make bottles and do all that stuff, we did that like 7-8 years ago. So yes and no. Maybe a girl this year.
We'll see.
Our next question that we have here is, what is your favorite makeup product that you can't live without? That's for her.
That's hard. I would have to say lashes, because I don't have I had very little lashes, and I've been wearing lashes forever, since probably cosmetology school, so it was just super fast for me to get to school and throw my lashes on in the car. I would have to say my lashes, because I pretty much have brows and maybe lipstick. Not sure, that's kind of tough, but for sure lashes. Yeah.
And a product that I can't live without, toothpaste. Next question. How do you balance work, kids, and each other? This is like a multiple answer type of question, but I think we've learned that we all have something in common together, and whether it's Jaden playing sports, we do it together. If it's James having a basketball game, we do it together. At church, we do it together. I think just making sure everything that we're doing it together. You hardly, unless we're at work, you hardly ever see us without each other. She's always with me. I'm always with her. I'm irritating her and annoying her all the time. And me and the boys sometimes all annoy her together. But we're always together. And I think that's how we balance everything. I don't know if that's a good enough answer, but I think just making sure we're doing everything together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say make sure you do everything together. As far as us being married, I always like to just make sure we have time for each other, because I know work and kids can get hectic, and just everyday busy lives. We just try to always make time. We try to continue to still date each other, go out to dinner, have sushi, whatever it is that we enjoy doing. And then for the most part, just enjoying each other as a family.
Do you guys do facials together? We recently did a mask together, which wasn't that bad, but I try to stay away. So I have a story. She was in cosmetology school back when I was 18, she was 19, so about 10, 12 years ago. And she goes, I'm going to do a little something on your face. And she's like, I'm going to practice this wax thing on you. And I said, oh, great, trying to be a supportive boyfriend. You don't tell your girlfriend no, because you're all in, you know what I mean? And she puts this stuff on my face, right in the middle of my eyebrows. And that's a true story. And I don't know if she just did it wrong or if she didn't let it dry, but we're dating. And she has a stick and she goes to lift it and she's all, just hold your breath, count to 3. And I'm like, 1, 2, 3. And she rips it. I kid you not. She ripped all the skin off in the middle of my eyebrows. I was bleeding.
It wasn't that bad. I just did a little waxing in his unibrow, and it's normal when you've never waxed before that you bleed a little. So his skin peeling off and all that's totally over exaggerating.
No, she jacked me up. So do we do facials together?
I've actually never got a facial. The only facial I've gotten was in cosmetology school, so I've never really had a facial. I just normally just do my normal daily skincare routine here at home.
Right, like we've done masks and stuff. So am I open to doing? Sure, as long as it doesn't involve waxing. So, next question. How did you guys react to the video going viral? So, it was weird. So, the first 100, 200, I was actually arguing with her, take that off. Like that, I look like a joke, Like, it's not funny to me. People say that I'm funny. I've done much funnier stuff than that. At least I think. And it was weird because the first 100 people we knew, it was like family, friends. It was people that we known from the area, people that we know that live in Corona, Riverside area. But once it hit like 1.5 thousand, 5,000, 10,000, when it got to 100,000, that's when I knew, okay, maybe it is good. She was laughing. She said that she was laughing so hard that she almost peed her pants, and she was driving, and Jaden came home and he's like, Mom, I almost crashed the car laughing so hard, because I sent it to her while she was at work, so she was watching it on the way home. But it going viral was crazy. I wouldn't expect that. Our phones literally slammed. I'm talking like unbelievable amounts of notifications, messages, comments, shares. Our phones were blown up for about 3 days of just like, you couldn't even, I put my phone on the do not disturb because it was so kind of I don't want to say annoying, like we're very blessed, we're very happy, but going viral was not expected, not planned. It was a video that was just meant to be for her. We'll go over that in the next question, but it going viral was crazy because the next day was a Saturday, and we went to the part. And there were people that were like, oh, the BoxyCharm guy. And I'm like, at that point, I was like, that was my first time ever interacting with BoxyCharm as far as me touching the blocks. I just paid for it. So it was kind of weird. Like I said, we're everyday people. We're not like these big, glamorous, funny people. Like, I'm not practicing the lines while the camera's off. Unless I am in the shower. No, I was just kidding. But we're just normal people. So it going viral and it reaching the CEO, that was amazing. And just a side note, they have been, talk about a 5-star, loving, giving, awesome, honorable company. Like, they're not paying for this. I'm telling you from personal experience, Joseph, the few people that have reached out to us, they have been extraordinary towards us, been very loving and giving. That is a stand-up company. It
was crazy. It's still kind of shocking. But yeah, it was something I didn't expect. He meant to send it. Well, he sent it just to me, and I was watching on the way home from work. I had texted him earlier that day, like, hey, I'm waiting for my BoxyCharm box to come in. Can you keep an eye out for it? And of course, it was the
big box.
The big box, yeah.
BoxyLux.
The BoxyLux box. Wow, you're good. You're knowing the product. It was the BoxyLux box, and so I was super excited because I just knew, like, oh, we're getting a Morphe palette, and so I had him keep an eye out for it. And so I did not expect him to open my box. He'd always tell me, like, why don't you cancel your subscription? And we just laugh about it. And so all the time I would tell him, like, no, this box is really, this box is worth over $200 and I only paid $50. Or
she would basically try to explain to me
I'm
why
trying to sell him the box. So
yeah,
my subscription.
And she had it for like a year, I think. And she would every month have to sit there and try to sell it to me every time because I did not understand. But
he didn't get the excitement.
I didn't get the excitement of it. So when I made the video, I was just kind of like mocking how she acts, and I think I did too good of a job. So what inspired the video? Well, honestly, she told me to look out for it. But earlier during that day, not to get too personal on you guys, but like the beautiful thing about Facebook is they have like this memory button that you can press and it shows you the memories. And just recently the passing of my mom back in January, a memory popped up of my mom, and she texts me and she's like, I'm not having such a good day. I'm not necessarily crying on the phone or anything like that, but she just said she had a harder time seeing what popped up. And I thought, well, my job's been since day one, since we started dating. Was always to make her laugh, always to make her smile and all that. So I made the video and in hopes just to cheer her up from that. I had good intentions. And so I made the video, and it just so happened, because normally I'm out and I'm gone and I'm not here during the day. And it just so happened that I heard the doorbell ring. And I think I was going to make myself like a quick sandwich or top ramen or something and leave. But I was here and I made it and I sent it to her. But so the inspiration behind it was just making her smile, making her laugh, trying to cheer her up from something that we're all still kind of dealing with. It's still kind of fresh. Shout out to my mom and my family. She passed away January 16th, 2019. So it's still kind of recent. But just trying to make her laugh, trying to make her smile, and it ended up reaching a few million people. And
I just posted on my Facebook page is private, so I figured I have family and friends that have BoxyCharm, and so I thought, you know what, they'll laugh, they'll get a kick out of this. Like, it made me laugh really hard, and maybe it'd make them laugh. And so someone had told me, one of my cousins commented, you need to make your post public, and so I didn't know how to do that. Like, I don't know how to post public. So I think my sister or my husband, one of them, got my phone and made my post public, and from then it just went.
We're not like these phone technical savvy. I mean, not to say we're old, but we're in our 30s. So they're like, make it public, and we're like, we don't know how. So I think we asked somebody. Yeah. I don't know how. I think we asked somebody who we were around. Like, how do you make this post public? And they showed us. But the whole inspiration was just to make her laugh, and we're actually very grateful that it's made a lot of you guys laugh. That concludes all of our questions that we had.
There was one more.
There was one more. What was it?
It was, how do you guys feel about going to the BoxyCharm headquarters?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. You go first.
It's actually really exciting. Like, we honestly weren't expecting anything from this video. We weren't expecting it to obviously reach the CEO. It did, and like my husband said, he's been super nice. The people his employees, they've been really, really nice and patient with us, and it's just crazy. So getting the trip to Miami, when he posted that video, I think I cried. I was super excited. Like, what the heck? You don't hear that happening to people
like us.
People, you know? Like, I don't know. I don't ever really, you hear of that people out of state. Like, we're in California. We're in a small city, and so you usually hear that in like a bigger city or bigger whatever. And so when it's happening to us, it's just like, wow, you know, like, that's amazing. Like, that's us. That's crazy. And so our boys found out. They were super excited. And so, yeah, it's just, I'm excited. I'm really excited. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what's going to happen. I know that might go to the BoxyCharm headquarters. At this point, all we know is the date that we're going, which is April 25th. And our hotel, that's all we know so far. So it's really exciting to see.
A beautiful hotel, by the way.
A beautiful hotel. And it's very exciting to see what's going to happen. I don't know what to expect.
We will vlog that, though.
We will vlog it. We'll record it. We'll post it. We'll take you guys. We'll go live on Instagram or whatever we have to do, because we want you guys
to experience it.
You guys made it possible with all the shares, with all the likes, with all the views. Like, it wouldn't happen without you guys, and so we're truly grateful. If I can take all you guys to Miami, I would. And so I'm really happy. I'm excited.
For me, I'll go anywhere where there's free food. And then, like I said, like, the dude Joseph has been amazing to us. He's been very nice. To have talked to him personally, and him calling me, us exchanging numbers, and him just saying, hey, have a good day, and stuff like that. Like, it's a very genuine dude, a very genuine company ran by a very genuine owner, and we're very thankful. But I'm excited. Like I said, like, if I can score some food, if I can get some, because I want makeup, but if they want to give me some deodorant or something, that'd be cool. But I'm very excited to go, just to spend some time with my wife, obviously. We
don't ever really get this time alone, you know.
Being busy with kids and stuff. I think we went to vacation maybe a year ago, which was fun. But just us two, it'd be great. So that concludes all our questions. If you want to know anything about us, if you want to see where we're at, I don't like posting a lot on Instagram, but I'll try to do it a little more. And of course, you guys see my beautiful wife all over. She's posting like these little selfies now and doing all these little hashtags and little faces. And doing all that. So you'll see us all over our Instagram, and we'll try to keep you guys involved. Like I said, we're going to be doing the vlogging and all that for our Miami trip. We're going to try to do it from the day we wake up to the day we land and all that stuff, and we'll do the ins and outs. Of course, show you guys the hotel, and show you guys all the food that we eat, and we'll keep you guys updated. You guys can continue to support us. We're very thankful. Like I said, we're everyday people just like you, working full-time jobs. We have our kids, we have our struggles, we have our issues, but something like this happening has been extremely, has been an extreme blessing, and we're very grateful. And if you continue to subscribe to us and hit the button below, put that little alert button on so you know when we release a video. We'll be coming out more stuff. People want to see me in makeup. I don't know if that's going to happen, but
it's because you said it in the video.
I know, but it was very like
you were trying to be mean.
But I don't know. But anyways,
we'll work on it.
We'll work on it. But we'll continue to make videos. We'll continue to answer you guys' questions. You guys can continue to follow us, subscribe, grow with us. This is the very beginning. So we also have plans and stuff that we want to do, and we'd love to keep you guys involved. And if you guys can continue to look out for us, we're the Valencias. This is my wife Elaine and George, and we're so thankful to have you guys a part of our lives. Thank you so much.